All right, good morning. Here we are again. It's Monday morning. It's time to grab life by the nose and whip its ass. But here's the deal. Sometimes we're going to come up against a challenge we may not be real sure about. Sometimes there's going to be some big stuff in the way. And that slows a lot of people down. The size of the project or the size of the problem in front of them. They never seem to understand exactly what they're made of when they come to that. I've seen people absolutely crumble under a situation that they themselves created. There's a real unwillingness to be accountable. There's a real unwillingness to be responsible for what the situation might be in front of you. 9 times out of 10, if there's a problem that money can solve, well, it's probably not really a problem to begin with. You might think it is, mostly because we're worried about what somebody else is going to think. What are they going to think? Hey, well, you know what? Sometimes when you commit to a course of action, you got to commit to it. And sometimes that course of action may not necessarily be the thing you want to do. Well, tough shit. That's just how it goes. Our thoughts, the thinking processes we like to employ, however we were taught when we were growing up, whatever we learned in school, from our parents, from our teachers, from whatever our friends, the ideas that everybody had about what might be right and how to do this, and we form up these ideas because we want to be socially accepted. We want to be accepted by those people that we care and love. But you know what? Sometimes they might be wrong. That might not necessarily be the shoe we need to be wearing. That might not necessarily be the thing that's going to move us forward as the individuals we need to become to be able to embrace whatever gift we've been given so we might do something with it. So if you're a singer or a songwriter or play music, maybe you don't need to be hanging out with a bunch of people that don't appreciate music the way you do. There's going to be a disconnect there. You know, and then you're going to form a thought process because you really want these people to like you, and you're going to adopt some of their mannerisms, and the next thing you know, you've got an empty spot within you that you're not really sure where it come from or how it's there, because you've got these friends that you like, but there's something missing. There's something about you that's missing. Where do we kind of deal with that stuff? We got to lean into the discomfort that comes with becoming who we're supposed to become. Because I promise you, you're going to lose friends. People are going to look at you and they're going to say, why do you want to do that? Nobody else is doing that. Who do you think you are to try to do that? 90% of the people that I'm dealing with these days, given the times and the things that are going on, they're not really looking for hope. They're looking for is permission to go be great. Just give me some kind of word that reminds me that I have what it takes. And that's all people really want to hear. I have what it takes. You're doing a good job. You've got what it takes. Because as you try to move forward, those people that you work so hard to gain their acceptance, you're not going to be acting the way they're acting. You show me your 5 closest friends, and I'll tell you your future. It's just that simple. You show me your 5 closest friends, and I can look at them and see they're just regular, average, everyday old weekend drunks working a 9 to 5. That's what your future is going to be. You want to be successful with some individuals, get with it. Some individuals that are willing to get out there and be uncomfortable with life, that are willing to get out there and take a good, long, hard look at themselves and say, hey, I'm not going to play that stupid game. That ain't getting anybody anywhere. That's just the reality of the nature of the animal that we are. Make no mistake, we are animals. You don't believe it? Take a look at somebody when they're roaring drunk on a Saturday night. Tell me that they're not acting, that's the primary distinctive. Oh yeah, we're the culmination of thought and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Tell me that again when you're hungover tomorrow morning. So we've got those kind of ideas about us. Tell me that when you see somebody get mad because somebody stole his girlfriend, or some woman that's going off the rails because her old man ain't paying the right attention to her. Yeah. Show me the people closest to you and I'll show you your future. That's something we all need to pay attention to. When you look at the Vafthrudnis model, it starts off real simple. Odin asks his partner, he says, counsel me, Frigg, for long I fare. To Vafthrûdnir fain would find fit wisdom old with the giant wise. Myself would I seek to match. He's pushing his boundaries. Of course, he already knows he's going to win. But he's going to contest himself against someone that is worthy of competition. Now, his wife, Frigg, she's got some ideas about it too. She says, "Here, Father, here at home would I keep where the gods together dwell. Amid all the giants and equal of might to Vafthrûdnir, none I know." So she knows he's pushing himself. She would keep him at home. But Odin reminds her, look, I've got a responsibility here. Much have I fared, much have I found, much have I got from the gods, like all of us have. And fain would I know how Vafthrûdnir now lives in his lofty hall. Why are we not taking what we have fared and found and got from the gods and bringing that to bear against a world that really couldn't care less of whether or not we're successful at anything at anything at all? Of course, they'll all come eat at your table once you make it, but trying to get there, it's going to be tough. Why are we not taking what we have fared, found, and got from the gods and applying that to this Monday morning? Why are we not taking that to work and saying, all right, I got this, I can do this. Much I have fared, much I have found, much I have got from the gods. That's something that needs to reside within our thought process at all times. That is an example worth emulating. That's the kind of thing that will allow you to step away from the crowd without feeling like you've been let down or pushed aside or cast out, or feeling sorry for yourself because you ain't got no friends. Because much you have fared, much you have found, much you have got from the gods. Put that shit to work in building a life that you want to live. Frigg spake. She says, she understands. Safe mayest go, safe come again, and safe be the way thou wendest. Father of men, let thy mind be keen with speech, and when speech with the giant thou seekest. That little interaction there is a reminder of what a real strong relationship ought to look like between two people who are trying to move forward in the world. So they've got everything they could possibly need. They got everything. They're safe right there with the gods. They would never have to step outside. They can sit in that room and blow smoke up each other's ass about how right they are. People in Austria do it all day long. They whine about all this and they whine about that, and this is too corporate, and they're using an old church, But hey, when are you going to quit whining about something you don't like and step out and compete? That's the real question. When are you going to step out and compete about something? When are you going to step out and take what you've fared, found, and got from the gods and turn it into something that makes you look like you're worth someone that's valuable, viable community member that might be worth somebody listening to, instead of just pointing out the armchair quarterbacking of the failures of the rest of the community? What are you going out to do? Are you going out to compete with the giant? Are you going out to compete with the world, with what you fared, found, and got with the gods, to go become somebody? Because that's what it's all about. And if you're not, you need to ask yourself, what am I doing here? Why am I following this path? Is it simply to be a rebel? Is it simply to be something cool? Is it because I watched the Vikings on TV? Am I indulging? Is this live action role play taking too big of a part of my life? Or am I cultivating a faith that works? Because that's what really got to boil down to. You don't know if it works if you can't apply it to the simple things first. Don't wait till the world collapses around your shoulders. Don't wait till you got the weight of the world on your shoulders. Don't wait till somebody you love dies. Don't wait till somebody you love walks away from you. Don't wait till the tough times. Take what you have right now and apply 110% of it to just even the simple things that are going on in your world. Why am I indulging in this negative thought process? Why am I sitting here feeding off of anger that gives me so much energy? That's not healthy. Why am I hating on this or hating on that? Why am I spending all my time bitching about things I can't do a single thing about, instead of focusing on taking what I have fared, found, and got and applying it to becoming something more? These are the questions we need to be asking ourselves, especially as we walk out of the door on Monday morning. What am I going to apply what I have fared, found, and got from the gods in today's challenges? See, because right there, when I begin to indulge in that train of thought, now I've got a positive mindset. Now I've got the kind of mindset that allows a man to go out and conquer. You might not do anything more than make it through the day and kind of come out the other side feeling like you've done okay. People would kill right now to be able to go through a day and say, I did all right. Today was a good day. And here we are with all of the tools necessary to make that a reality, and we're squandering it. Now, I'm not saying everybody is. Not everybody is. Some people are going out there and grabbing bull by the horns. They're building business programs. They're writing books. They're creating things. They're doing the best of their job. They're moving up in the world. Or they're doing great and wonderful things. Find those people and stick with them. Find those people and strike up a correspondence. Find those people that are winning their challenges. Find those people who are willing even for your fighters. But that's one of the best examples we have right there. Those young men that go in there and train day in and day out and are willing to get into the ring with the giant and test their ability. Okay, that's a good place to start, isn't it? How about the woman that's ready to get up and take care of her kids, do what she needs to do, head out the door and go take care of her day's work and do the best she can and deal with whatever she has to deal with? How about the nurse that's got to go in there today and see however many patients, and 2 or 3 of them might die on her today, even though she's put her best effort into it? The nurse, the doctor, the physician, the healthcare industry that are competing against death itself. What greater giant could there be to help someone? Come on, try. Here, I'm going to take care of you a little bit. Wow. What about the soldier that's got to get up and run PT, put on all his gear, and step outside that gate and go on patrol? And here we are in the most comfortable, profitable, prosperous community in the world. And most of the time we would rather bitch about someone else instead of go out and accept the challenges laid in front of us so we might put into practice what we have fared, what we have found, and what we have got from the gods. Let's change that. Let's make the demonstration of the principles of Ostru into something worthwhile. Let's take those principles and put them to work against a world that really couldn't give a shit whether or not we succeed. There's a giant for us to slay. Because we got a secret. We got a secret that they don't know. Don't we?